Hey everybody, Alyssa here, and this week we are talking about Malachite. So I gotta give a shout out to Will Way Lotus. Hey! I know that you wanted to hear my journey about this, so I want to give you a big shout out saying thanks for the suggestion. And I am excited to share this with you and with everybody. I'm excited you all are here and rocking this crystal learning experience with me. And I wanted to show you this one is my littlest one. I have had this one for the longest time, you guys, and this is the only malachite I ever had for quite a while because the stone is very intense. I just recently bought this one a few months ago off somebody on eBay. Sometimes you can find some scores on eBay. And then you guys might remember this guy from the Enchanted Crystal unboxing. This is the raw one. So remember, with the raw malachite, you want to wash your hands before you eat anything or rub your eyes. Don't pick your nose or put your fingers in your ears or anything like that. Just make sure you wash your hands after touching it because I believe it's copper that is in it, and it's just not exactly healthy for you to have inside your body. So my journey, you guys, let me share with you this journey. It was very, very, very intense. It's just not a stone for someone who is not looking to really just have the good, the bad, and the ugly illuminated within themselves. So, it's not as gentle as our rose quartz was. The rose quartz was a lot about love and universal love, whereas this malachite, you guys, it's more about the human aspect of the heart chakra for the human, and the things that we go through as being human. So let me share my journey, and I saw, it was very visual, but it was also very auditorial. So I have a lot to share at this point. I sat with this on my heart chakra because I know this is a stone that is more intense. And so instead of doing a ring, like sitting in a grid of it, I really just wanted to connect with one stone, 2 stones, just to not be overwhelmed because it's a very powerful stone. So when I put the stone on my chest, I really felt the energy pushing its way in. It was like rocking back and forth, and it felt like it was nudging its way down into my heart center. And the first words I heard were truth seeker of the heart. So it's not one that you put on if you don't want to have everything illuminated, I'm telling you. And it is a doorway to the heart. So when I first got into this journey, I had those words in my ear, the truth seeker of the heart, and it was like I was walking to my own heart chakra, just like we had, I think it was one of the sacral chakra stones. It was like I was walking into my own chakra with this stone, and in there I saw my energy, and I saw these strings attached to my heart, and it was all these strings that had labels on them, and the labels were all things that were things I was working on. I'm not going to give you guys the full details because it's kind of personal, but the meat and potatoes of it basically is that these are things that were holding down my heart from being lighthearted and happy. They were things that were just emotional things that I have been dealing with, or am dealing with, or had been dealing with, that I hadn't fully let go of. So just things that were holding me back, holding me down a little bit. And from there, I was like picking at these, looking at them, and just going like, oh man, like, nobody wants to have like this platter of just like, here's all the stuff that you get to work on, or all the things that you're working on. So it really does illuminate like the good, the bad, the ugly, it's everything on your plate. And, so as I was like pulling those tags off and kind of like assessing within myself, like these are things that I'm working on. Okay. Like, obviously I need to pay a little bit more attention to this or that, so on and so forth. And as I kept moving forward through this journey, I was dropped into a chariot of horses, and the first words I heard were control your horses. But these horses were just booking it, you guys. It was like, I don't even have the words. I mean, it was almost like the horses in a gladiator movie. They were just running. You know what I mean? It was like someone slapped the horse on the butt and it was just gone. And the words I hear are control your horses. I'm like looking at the reins like, these guys are out of control. Oh my God. So, I'm in the chariot and I'm trying to just at least steer them. We all have to, sometimes we're hitting life full speed and all you can do is just do your best to steer and avoid the obstacles. And as these horses were going, my guides were saying, your heart is your gift, your connection between this world and the other worlds. It is the junction. It is what helps you experience this world and other worlds. Let this space flow and be free. Let nothing hold your horses back from running free. Keep the love in your heart alive. Stoke this eternal fire. Live from this passionate place and let nothing hold you back. Let the light flow from your heart like a river to the ocean. So when they were talking about your heart being the junction, they were showing me that if you guys aren't familiar yet, we do have 7 energy centers. We actually technically have more. It depends on what doctrine or what, books or religion or anything that you look into, but we have these energy centers. And the most common is that we have 7. We have our root chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus. We're in the heart now. And then we have our throat, third eye, crown, and then there's like higher ones and then lower ones. And so what they were showing me is that your heart is that center between the upper 3 and the lower 3. So our lower 3 are all about living on the planet Earth, what we need for survival, our power, our energy, our passion, what we do, what it is to be human. And then our upper chakras are, our throat chakra is our communication. It's also our clairaudience, how we would hear the spirit world. And then we have our third eye, which is our clairvoyance, how we see and perceive. And then we have our crown chakra, which is, the opening to that divine connection. So the heart chakra is the center between the lower 3 and the upper 3. And I think this is what they mean by the junction, is that your heart is what connects you to the universal love, but your heart is also what connects you to things here on the planet. So it is so spot on to call it a junction, because it really is. We feel so much in our hearts that it's just a very powerful, powerful place. And a lot of powerful energy really comes from our hearts. So as these horses are basically like just booking it full speed ahead, I get launched off into a riverbed. And the riverbed was very calming and serene, especially after being on such an intense, jaunt with the chariot. The riverbed was very calm and serene, and it was just kind of floating and relaxing, moving on down the stream. And I find myself at the edge of a beach, and so I get up and I'm walking through the beach, walking into a forest, and I see this cave. And I'm asking my guides, hey, go, I don't want to go in there yet. It looks like it's dark. Don't want to go in. So they're like, yep, torch, here we go. We're going to go in. And as I went in, you guys, there were cave paintings. It was this, it was almost just primal paintings of cave people, but it was our, it was showing the evolution of human, how we evolve. But every person that was painted there had a malachite heart, a big green heart. And the words I heard were, this is a stone of human love, a stone to work with the heart of human, to show your history and your love's evolution and expression. It is a stone of human heart connections and your connection to nature and what it means to be human. So the Malachite, you guys, is so just about the human heart chakra, the human aspect of just love and the emotions and the things that we go through being human. And it also has this connection to love for nature. And just, it was just so amazing to just feel the intensity, but also it was really hard because the intensity of it, you guys, is that it shows you everything. You get a plate of food and you can't eat it all at once. You eat one bite at a time. And so, with this Malachite, it's like they show you the plate of food. They show you everything that is going on within your heart chakra. And it's it's up to us as humans to take it one bite at a time, to work through things one bite at a time. So Very, very, very intense stone. I'm actually like starting to well up a little bit here. It was one that after the journey, I really had to take a break and really assess things that were going on within myself and work through, and just it helps illuminate things that, you know, it's like the shadow side of our heart. It helps just illuminate the things that we may not be paying attention to, or that are too painful to pay attention to, or that we don't want to pay attention to. So malachite is not a stone for, you know, that gentle sweetness. This is a stone that will just rock your world. It's going to illuminate the good, the bad, the ugly. It's going to illuminate everything for you to see. It's a stone that helps you work on shadow aspects of the heart, you guys. And what I wanted to add with this too is that Archangel Raphael, I feel so strongly working with the malachite. This is like his color, and you know, Archangel Raphael is a beautiful angel to work with for healing, for your physical healing, for, you know, healing of all kinds. But I felt so strongly that the malachite is that connection to Archangel Raphael as well. So I just wanted to share that part with you guys. And that was really it for my journey. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I wanted to tell you guys that we have hit our 100 subscribers. We're over 100 subscribers, so I gotta do a little dance because you guys rocked it out for me. And the giveaway video will be right here. So I think it's here. I never know sometimes with these YouTube cards, where are they gonna go? So that video will be out, and if you have not seen it yet, check it out. And also, Ariel of Maven Unmasked, you guys may have seen her from an unboxing we did together. Her and I are starting a channel called Mystic Minds. And, excuse me, I'm just really excited to work with her. She's one of my favorite people in this whole wide world. She's a beautiful soul. And it's going to be a channel where we get to share things that we really want to talk about with you. Like, you know, some stuff from like kind of normal things all the way up to like crazy and wild. So our first one's going to be about the difference between psychic and mediumship. So, because some people don't always know the difference, and it's kind of a way, it's kind of like a little quick way to know the difference and learn a little bit more. So we're going to have plenty of videos coming there, and I will leave the link in the description down below and possibly put it up here. Depends on how many cards YouTube will let me throw in. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys again and sharing everything with you again. And I'll see you guys next week with a new Love and Heart Chakra stone. It's not set in stone yet which one I'm gonna do, but I will have another one. I got a couple ones going on in mind, so there's some beautiful stones out there to work with. So light and love, all of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.